How does it work? Let me give you a simple analogy. eFarmDirect.com portal is very similar to how Just Dial and say Bharat Matrimony works. What we do is basically capture the information of the farmers and put it online, capture the information of the buyers and put it online, and also the suppliers, who are the three main stakeholders right now involved. Currently, Just Dial does not handle the unorganized industry or the farming industry, but they have a fantastic call center kind of model, which is what we are also trying to emulate. So when a farmer calls, he is answered in a natural language, in a local language, and somebody picks up and answers his question. So typically the farmers calls are typically like, I have tomato, I have potato, I need buyers. So the call center agent takes the query, searches on his behalf, and sends the results either as a voice answers straight away to the person, or as an SMS sends it to his mobile phone. So that way, even a person who does not know computers, who cannot read or write English, can very easily be assisted by our call center. Somebody who has web access will come through the website. He will search. For example, he will enter, say, I'm searching for tomato, I'm searching for farmers, and he can specify which location, say I'm searching near Madurai or Hosur or Bangalore. So that way the results appear in a small map, and you can also sort the results using various filters, like when is he looking for, what date, what quantity he's looking at, what price line he's looking at. So obviously using the web interface you get a lot more choice of searching and filtering. We also send out periodic newsletters and emails with a list of potential matches, which is very similar to how the matrimonial portals work, because we feel that the farmer, his produce is as if he's trying to find a suitable match for his daughter. So anybody who has the experience of marrying their daughter would know that it's an extremely tense situation, because it is a very, very time-bound thing. Typically parents get very paranoid when their daughters cross a certain age and they have to find the perfect match. And earlier, 15 years ago, it was very simple. You used to put a horoscope in the local temple, but nowadays the brides and the grooms are all over the world. So they've also started using online portals to do the matchmaking. So we feel that such traditional industries like horoscope matching, even bus booking and train booking, they've all started using online portals, and even people in rural areas and villages are very much aware of these kind of use of technology and portals. And incidentally, even the government, a lot of the e-governments, thanks to a lot of e-governance, a lot of the interfaces with the government is now going through online and technology tools like Aadhaar has come up. So that way, like sometimes when I talk about a farmer's portal, people are very curious saying, oh, farmers have never seen website. No, they have already seen, they are already using it. It's just that for their own businesses, they've so far not utilized that. That's basically what we are trying to do. Next comes the question of, hey, will they pay for the service? Typically farmers are always taking everything free, the government gives everything free, but we feel that if there is a service which actually makes a difference to them and really earns them money or saves them money, they wouldn't mind paying. And that was the first thing we piloted, and the very first experience we had was in a Krishi Mela, and farmers did pay and use the service, and a lot of them have even extended their services now that we have crossed about a year. So in a very simple analogy, like all of them are using mobile phones. The government has not given free mobile phones to farmers. Even the plans which the farmers, a lot of farmers subscribe to private telecom players. They don't use even BSNL. They use professional and private companies like Vodafone or Reliance for their calls. And incidentally, they pay the same plan amount as what you and I do. So as long as they feel that the tool or the service is useful to them, yes, farmers do pay and buy the services. It's only when there is no relevance to them they keep taking all these freebies from the thing. So our own experience has been quite positive and quite encouraging, and the farmers have come forth, and they are the ones who are pushing us to add on new functionalities. Like for example, a lot of the farmers have asked us to include dairy, because the same farmer who is also having Crops is also now growing a lot of animal based products, so they want us to include dairy. We're already getting inquiries to start something in fisheries and meat industry, and also other rural products, like for example, say anything which is coming from rural to urban, say textiles or even small handicrafts and all that. They are facing the same problems of connecting with buyers, cutting the middlemen, and reducing the costs. So the eFarm Direct portal, even though it's a small gesture, we feel that it has a very wide scope, and bridging the gap between the rural to urban using simple tools is going to be the key theme for the coming years for eFarm.